one to another. So equal to operator, x equal to y, value of y will get assigned to x, plus equal to can be written as x plus equal to y. It means that x equal to x plus y. Same for minus, x minus equal to y is x equal to x minus y, x equal to x star y, x equal to x divided by y, x mod, then come here, less than equal to. This is a shift operator, left shift operator. So I think I should go for an example of this, because there should not be any confusion about the shift operator. Do you know about the shift operator? Give me reply. Have you used the shift operator? Yes. Okay. Then that's great. If someone is not understanding, so for them, let me tell what the shift operator. This is actually a bitwise operator. So if suppose we have, just a minute, it requires some time as I have to draw it. Let's say this is a 4-bit number. Okay. So you have to tell me what this number I am writing in decimal. If in binary it is 0, 0, 0 and 1. So what this binary number in decimal? Which number I have written in decimal? 1. Perfect. If I write here 1, then what will be the number?
4.
It is 4, 5. Because see, 4 plus 1, 5. Correct? Now, what bitwise operator does? When I say less than, let's say this is my x number. If you observe here, how to use it, x, like let's shift y. So for example, y, suppose I have variable x whose value is 4, and if I left shift by 2 means this will go 2 places left, this will go 2 places left, this will come here, this will come here, sorry, this will come to the 0th location. So it will become, if I am restricting it to the 2 bits, 4 bits only, then it will become 0 1, and whatever remaining right side 2 will become 0. So after shift we will get this number. How many digits we are shifting? Like this. So this is the left shift. Similarly, we can talk about the right shift operator, and right shift with 0 fill and right shift with signed bit fill. What 0 fill is? As I said, when we are shifting to the left, these last 2 will become blank. Okay, screen is lagging. Sorry. Which screen you are able to see now? Which screen you are able to see now?
Sir, it's print only, but it's not visible properly.
Okay. You are not able to read the contents?
We are able to read.
If you able to read, see here in the box, I have written 0 1 0 1. Then after left shift, it will become 0 1 0 0. Are you able to see this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as I have filled this last 2 blanks with 0, this 0 0, so that's why I'm getting this number. Like that, for a right shift, it will have 2 options. If suppose I shift the numbers to the right, so this number will come here 1, this number will come here 0, and then at that time these two will be blank. These two will be blank. So what should be the value for this blank field? There are 2 options. Either I can compulsory fill that with 0, So this is a not right shift operator, that is this one. But if I want to fill those left blanks with the signed bit, then we have to use triple light shift operator. So in that case, if this is a negative number, it will be filled by 1. If it is a positive number, it will be filled by 0. So give me reply if you understand this. Left shift and right shift. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I expect that you should let go for one shift. Go for one shift. Let's check what happens. Let's say it is a 5 number, and let's say B is we want to shift it by 2. So I'm keeping the variable same, but left shift B, A left shift B. So what is the result? Actually, it is going for 8 bits. So it is shifting those bits to the left. Are you getting this? Let me draw 8 bits. In 8 bit, this is a 00004. Sorry, 04. This is a 5 number, correct? This is a 5 number, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this 3 will as it is. And then 2 positions we have to shift left. So 2 positions. So the 1 will come here, then 0, then 1, and then 0. So what is this number? 16 plus 4, which is 20. So if you are able to understand, see, this 1 went at this position, this 0 at this position, and then this 1 at this position, and that's why this is becoming, and remaining these last two will be the blank, those are replaced by 0, and that's why this new number we are getting, which is a 20. And yes, that is the result we are getting here, 20. If we right shift it, then it is saying 1, means 5 number 0101, after shifting by 2 places, only 1 will be there, all remaining will be 0, and that's why it is 1. So I hope you understand this logical operators, sorry, shift operators. Okay, then logical and, logical or, logical not, these three. And equal to, and means now we already seen double and, that is for comparing the values. Now here logical and is to compare bit by bit. So, and let's say we have a number 0101 and another number 0111. Then when we will go to and these two numbers, okay, so at that time we will write, let's say x and y. Let's say this first number is x, and this sorry a. Let's say this first number is a, and this second number is b. Okay, I have mixed it up, sorry. Let me change here. So if we go for a and b, so it will be logically bit by bit do the and. So what will be the result here? 1 means 1. Let's go from this side. 0 means 0. 1 means 1. 0 and 1. 0 and 1 means 0. And 1 and 1 means 1. So this will be the and result. I hope you are getting. Yes. And I hope there is no confusion in double and single and. Give me reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes, here bit by bit, and here the numbers. Great. So let's move ahead. Similarly, you can check for not or, double star. I also have to check it, double star. Okay, we'll check W3 schools right now. Just a minute. Okay. Here also they have not mentioned for what purpose it is used. Let me try. So x is 10, and if star star equal to 5, it is becoming 1 lakh. So does anyone able to calculate what this is? Does it is a power? Yes. Does it is a power? Okay, I will confirm it, and once again we'll drop on your WhatsApp group. Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Next operators are, okay, ternary operator. This is again one more important operator. You might have learned this in C, C++, but here also, and it is really very useful when you want to save your number of lines of codes. Believe me, when we are writing if this condition is true, then execute this code, else execute this code. So it required to write the condition, bracket, and then code. So instead of that, you can go with the ternary operator, conditional operator. Variable is equal to, if the operand less than age less than 18, question mark is the ternary operator, and if this condition is true, it will go for too young. If condition is false, it will go for old enough. Ternary operator you definitely might have used, but really it is useful, and don't only just understand it, but try to use it intentionally when you are going for if else. This is a very better option to write that code in a single line. Let's go ahead. Type operator, if you want to check the type of variable, data type of the variable, the operator is type op, and to that you can pass the variable, it will go. This is for primitive as well as the user defined data types. But if you want to check that if a variable is instance of which object, then you can go for instance of operator, instance of, and that object name, then you will get it is the object of which class. So this is about the type operator. Bitwise operator we just talked about. Yes, here are some examples, so you can check it out later. I will share the PPT. Okay, so that's all for the operators. Give me reply if you understand this, and if you have any query for the any operator, please share here. Other than star star equal to, I will check it and will back to you. Any another issue in the operators? Okay, great. So let's move ahead. Now control statements. In control statements, JavaScript provide if else statement and switch statement. So let go directly for the coding and have a practice of it. Before going to that, I think I should show you this combination. Yes, sorry. Before that, we will check the combination. Let's say uh, I'm deleting this code now. If I am going to concat the string, how it works with the string. Let's say a equal to 5, b equal to 2, and I am writing sum equal to hello string plus a plus b. So what will be the result? Yes, anyone? What will be the output? Hello plus a plus b. What it will be? Let's check. You will find it is hello 5 2, because as this is a string, it is considering every variable as a string and just concatenating it. I hope you are getting. I hope you are getting it. Yes.
Yes, sir.
The same task. Let's do reverse. Same task. Let's do reverse. Let me comment this. sum equal to a plus b plus hello, result equal to sum. Does there is any mistake? No, code is correct. We are not, result is, we are not getting this output. These are correct. Sum equal to oh sorry, it's comment getting the, let me remove this comment part. Okay, so see, a plus b plus hello. Now 5 plus 2 is happening first, that is a 7, then hello is concatenated. Why is this? Because operator associativity is from left to right. Associativity is from left to right. Remember, from left means from A, B, like this it is going. So first plus operator is which from the left hand, which is having both the operands as numbers. So it is taking a number, doing addition, displaying it. Afterwards, next plus operator is having one operand and second string. So now it is working as a concatenation, and we are here. So remember, repeating from to right. Okay, let's see this next situation. Okay, variable c equal to 50. B values we already know. A and B values we already know, correct? Now C is 50. So 5, 2 and 50. 5, 2 and 50 is how left associativity means A plus B. So 5 plus 2 it is string same. After that, hello means it is treating as a string. So result of these three will be 7 hello as a string, and then 50 value is there. It is just concatenating the value. I hope it is much helpful for you to understand the concept. Go for check precedence of the operators. A equal to 2, B equal to 3, and C equal to 4. A plus B plus C work. Obviously is having higher, though associated from left to right, also the precedence will be given to the multiplication. So 4 into 3, 12, and plus 2, and that's we are getting result 14. So please take care about this association and the precedence of operator while using the operators. Let's move ahead to the control statement, that is if. Very easy straightforward as you learn. Let's say variable equal to 12. Suppose I want to find that the number is even or odd. If x equal to 12, I will go for if x mod 2 equal to 0, then document dot write is even, else it will be odd. So let's check. Let me run this program. Instead of typing that, shortcut run this. Okay. So is it correct? 12 is a even. Let's try for 13 and 13 odd. Yes. Is
Sir, screen is stuck.
do you understand? Oh, I think it is coming late. Are you able to see now the EPLS code?
No,
No, sir.
sir.
Once it is visible. Okay, let me stop sharing and share again. Just a minute. I'm presenting the screen again. Does it happen for this last if example, or from some time before it was happening?
From precedence.
Yes, sir, from precedence.
From are you able to see the precedence? Precedence example, are you able to see?
Screen is not visible now. Visible, sir.
Okay.
Visible, sir.
How it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this was the precedent example. A equal to equal 3 values I assigned and A plus B star C. So I was telling that multiplication will happen first and then addition, even though the associativity is from left to right. Correct? And that's why it will print 14. That is 4 into 3, 12 plus 2. Is it okay?
Not visible.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Precedence screen is not visible.
Now visible, sir. Now visible.
Okay. So check out the code. You can easily understand. Line number 32. Multiplication will happen first and addition. Fine?
Yes, sir. Fine.
Is it fine? Okay. Let me move to the next if statement. So now tell me, does you are able to see the code of if statement, that code?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Great. So very yes. Okay. So it is a very straightforward. I'm to write a code to check given number is even or odd. So yes, you know that if x is a variable, then mod 2 if even, remainder will be 0, and is not divided by 0, then it will be go to the else and print odd. So this is the result. Just a minute. This is the result odd, as I have assigned 13 value to x. Let me change it to 66. It should reflect even. So are you able to see the screen of result? It is showing 66 is a even.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, I will wait. I think some
Now,
delay
sir.
is there. Okay,
Yes, sir.
66 and here even. Okay, great. Likewise, suppose I want to go for another example. Find the number is positive or negative. Can you tell me what logic I should use? In the same program, what should I change? How should I check that number is positive or negative? Hello?
Number greater than 0.
Yes, sir.
Correct. If number, just I have to check the
Than
condition.
0.
If number is greater than 0, then it is
Positive.
positive number, and otherwise,
Negative number.
I know these are very simple examples, but we just want to check that if else statement in a JavaScript. So are you able to observe the output also? 66 is treated as a positive.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let
Yes, sir.
me go for minus 66, and now it is showing negative. Correct? Once you able to see, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
And
Visible.
okay, great. So this is like if, else if, you can go for any number of stages. Like suppose I want to check, you can go for nested if also. If I want to check that number is positive and even also, then either I can go for here greater than 0 and even. How can I check the even? 5% 2 equal to 0. Then number is positive and even. So let me change this 66. Yes, tell me, are you able to get this output x equal to 66? I have changed the code, used
Yes,
and operator. I am checking two conditions, positive and odd, and you are getting the result positive and even. Fine. So this is about the if statement. Let's move ahead. If else, and one more control statement you can use is a switch. So let's check the switch. Tell me, are you able to see the switch code now? JavaScript switch demo.html file.
No,
Once
sir.
it is visible, tell me. I will wait.
Yes, sir.
I think
Visible.
screen is lagging. Okay. So I'm going to run this. So what is the code I have written? Find the day of week by accepting its number. Let's say 1 means Sunday, 2 means Monday, like that. So whatever value we are inserting, x equal to, I have written here 1. Okay, variable, that is the choice operator, then switch keyword. To that you have to pass the choice, and then different cases, case 1, case 2, like this. So I may write 7 cases. Right now, for example, I have written only 2. 1 means it will print Sunday. Break statement, so that you don't want to go flow down. Once one case is complete, you should come out. Then case 2 is, it is a Monday. So when I have written the x equal to 1, it is printing Sunday. Let me check it for 2, and it is saying Monday. And obviously last case will be the default. So it is quite similar like C code, JavaScript, swing in Java, sorry, switch in JavaScript. So do you understand the switch statement?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Let's move ahead now. This is about the control statement. Let go for a loop statements. Does I have any screen? Okay. Before going for the loop, we will check the loop first, and then we will come to the array. Loop statement. Are you able to see JS for demo.html?
Yes, sir.
Please
Yes,
tell
sir.
me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So what the code I have written here, I want to print first 5 even numbers. So I have declared the variable, initialize it to 0. For loop syntax is keyword for, then initialization, condition, and then increment or decrement. So here for this my example, I have to go for even numbers only, first 5. So initially 0, less than 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it should iterate, and it is going to increment it by 1. And document.write, I am printing the x 0 value, then I am incrementing the value of x by 2. So it will go for next iteration, next even, like this. So same thing you can do with while and do while also. While, where you can initialize the variable, while the condition you can write, and then inside the body you can write the code you want, and you can increment this operator inside the body, same as C. And do while is also there. Do at least once the body will execute, and then condition will check. So these are the 3 loops we can use in JavaScript, for, while, and do while. If there are any, okay, right now I don't have any code written for the loop, other loops, but I hope it is you will able to understand it. Let me write, let me go for first 10 even numbers, then it will go for 10 even numbers. Like this you can practice. Fine. So this is about the for loop. Let's move ahead with our content. Very important point, that is arrays. How we can use the arrays in JavaScript. Are you able to see my presentation screen, PPT screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So see, this is a complex type, not primitive type, it is complex, or it is also called as composite data type, which is you may say as a user defined data type. Arrays is collection of values of same data type. Fine. So in JavaScript, you can create the array like where name equal to square bracket, and inside that you can put the values, comma separated values in that array. I repeat again, where variable name equal to, and in the square bracket you can put the values, comma separated, which are the elements of that array. So this is the code where subjects is the variable to which I am assigning the subject, your subject of T, like web technology, SPOS, IoT, DA, and SMD. So this is the declaration, how you can declare and define the values. And if I want to retrieve the values, it is same index, we can retrieve the values from this array. So I have used one loop for where I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, document.write subject of I. So each iteration it will go for one value. So do you understand the array declaration?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Few points to remember. Arrays are dynamic in JavaScript. Arrays are dynamic in JavaScript because yes, it is the value to that variable we assign at runtime type of data. So size of array can increase or decrease. Size of array can be increase or decrease as it is a dynamic. It is not the case of C. In C, whatever data size you will define to the array, if you assign one more value than the size, it gives the array index out of bound. But that is not the case with JavaScript. Push method is used to add new element in array. Remember this. If you want to add new element, push method will be used. Also, array may contain different types of elements. This is the change in array of JavaScript, not values of similar types. Arrays in JavaScript will contain values of different types. Actually, arrays are objects. Actually, arrays are objects in JavaScript, and arrays are already defined. Arrays are already defined because that is the class defined array, and that whenever we declare any array variable, it is the instance of that class. That's why arrays are already defined. This is the statement. Let me check what is the next for. Okay, before going to the function, let me have some practical example of arrays. Great, array demo is available. So the same example, and then we will try to go for few another. Tell me, are you able to see my code screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Array. Okay, then I'm going to execute that. So it is taking more time. ARRAY demo, array demo.html, and here you can find. See, I have declared one array at line number 6. Don't forget that we have to write the code inside the script. I'm not telling that I'm considering you remember this. I'm just concentrating on the code. So subjects array I have defined and equal to WT, SPOS, IoT, DA and SMD. One more array I have defined which is having the values, let's say marks arrays, and like this you can assign the marks of different subjects. And then I have written the loop. Inside that loop I am printing the marks. So 98, 99, 56 and 77, and those are displayed here. Okay, let's try to find some values of different type. Yes. So now as I have added one more value, but which is of not the same type as a number, still it's checking and it is displaying that NA. So arrays are dynamic and objects, and it can have a value of different data types. Is it okay for you? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's try to define a matrix. Will you help me to define the matrix? Let's say 2 by 2 matrix I have to define. How can I go for? I can write like this, correct? Inside that, let's say 1, 2. Then this is one element. Then second, 3, 4. This is the second element. Okay, let me make it simple for you right now. But later on, when you will start the programming, you will do the same thing as I have done. Go to the next line. Okay, so this is a two-dimensional array. This is the two-dimensional array, correct? This is the first element in outer array, second element in outer array, and every array is inner array is having two values. Let go for it. Print this. I have to go for yes. I have to go with two loops if I want to print it as a matrix. So I'm going to write it. Let's say I and j, and yes, size is 2. I want to print that value. Okay, but I don't want to go new line every time. I just want to print. Let's say it is a mat. I hope my screen is in synchronize with what I'm talking.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see two loops?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How does it prints? It is not taking the new line. It is printing the values, but it is not going for the new line. 1, 2. DR was already working. It's working correct, but not for this loop. Oh, it is not affecting. Actually, I want to display it like. Sorry, yeah, I have just changed the I to J of the declaration, and printing should be a very big mistake I've done. Printing should be IJ. Is it correct now? Because when I was printing only printing mat of I, what does it was? It was a single element only. Correct. Okay. Still it is not working. Okay, fine. It was caching the values. If I want to put the space between two values, I have to concat the space. Okay, so are you able to observe now? It is printing a matrix here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, many times you will require with the dimensional array, as JavaScript will be used at the client side. From server side, you will get the array of values. It may be the relational values like number 1, name this, marks this, like this, multi-dimensional array, at least 2-dimensional array with key value pairs. So at that time, you will deal with it with the multi-dimensional array like this. So as many dimensions, those many loops you have to write as you were writing in C++, and you can continue with it. So I hope no confusion in arrays. Yes, give me reply. Great. So now for today, the attendance question is, which different concepts of JavaScript you learned today? Which different concepts of JavaScript you learned today? So type in chat box.